Let us bless the Lord at all times, God's praise always on our lips. Good morning, sisters and brothers. It's good to be back for another day of life on planet Earth. We are truly grateful to God for every moment of time that we have. Today's reading is going to be from the My Imitation of Christ by Thomas Kempis, Chapter 43, titled Interior Consolation. Before I read this, I'm going to give a short story of what I think sums up the message that Mr. Kempis gives us today. And the story goes like this. There's a man and a woman, both in their mid-80s, both homebound, living in separate locations, approaching the end of their earthly life, and I posed a question to each of them. And the question was this. At the wedding feast of Cana, Mary says to Jesus they have no wine. And Jesus responds to Mary, "How does this concern me? My time has not yet arrived." And instead of arguing with Jesus or committing to a dialogue, she turns to the servants and just says, "Do whatever he tells you." And I posed this question to the man and the woman, why? Why did Mary do that? Why didn't she start a dialogue with Jesus? And the man, who was a devout Catholic, very religious, went on into a long talk that went on. And to sum up what he said, something along the lines of, the angel Gabriel has declared her full of grace, therefore she trusted that Jesus would do the most perfect thing. And when I posed the question to the woman, who was an Anglican and a stay-at-home mother, raised a family of 10, and she answers, "Oh, that's easy. Mary had faith." So two distinctly different answers, but both proper and correct. I am he that in an instant elevates a humble mind to comprehend more reasons of the eternal truth than could be acquired by 10 years of study in schools. I teach without noise of words, without confusion of opinions, without ambition of honor, without contention of arguments. I teach to despise earthly things, to loathe things present, to seek and relish things eternal, to fly honors, to endure scandals, to repose all hope in me, to desire nothing out of me, and above all things, ardently to love me. For a certain person, by loving me entirely, learned divine things and spoke wonders. You profit more by forsaking all things than by studying subtleties. But to some I speak things common, to others things more particular. To some I sweetly appear in signs and figures, to others in great light I reveal mysteries. The voice of the books is the same, but it does not teach everyone alike, because I within am the teacher of truth, the searcher of hearts, the discerner of thoughts, the promoter of actions, distributing to everyone as I judge fit. A reading from 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 1 through 3. Now in regard to the gifts of the Spirit, brethren, I do not want you to be uninformed. You know that when you were still pagans, you were constantly being enticed and led astray to the worship of mute idols. Therefore, I wish you to understand that no one speaking under the influence of the Spirit of God says, "May Jesus be cursed." Likewise, no one can say, "Jesus is Lord," except under the influence of the Holy Spirit. So you see, friends, the message we receive may come to us in different ways, but it is the same message. May God bless you and bring you peace, sisters and brothers. May there be peace on earth, and if God should permit it, may we meet again soon.